Hello and welcome. Today we are looking at the Propel Zipp Nano 2.0. This is a 2.4 gigahertz small high-speed quadcopter that has altitude hold, a 6-axis gyro, a 200-foot range of control. It has auto takeoff, auto land, and a training mode. So let's check it out. Now the drone comes in this tall black rectangular box with some transparent plastic in the center so you can clearly see the drone. Now this is the Propel Zipp Nano 2.0, as you can see here below, and it's a 2.4 gigahertz indoor and outdoor high performance drone with auto takeoff and land for ages 14 plus. And here on the side you can see a listing of all its features such as altitude hold, 6-axis gyro, 3 speeds, 360-degree flips, 200-foot range of control, so on and so forth. And it has unlimited replacement parts for a year and has an air pressure sensor for altitude hold. And here at the top you could see it's for basic to intermediate skill levels. So a very nice setup there. And in the back, just more descriptions on the drone, and you can see the drone and transmitter there, and you can see the silver version of this. So there's a charcoal and a silver version, and I believe there may be a red version as well. At the bottom there's some safety warnings and things like that. So without further ado, let's just open it up here at the bottom, and it says pull, so we'll pull the inner package out, just slide it out like this, and right away we can see the drone and transmitter right there at the top. Very nice looking. And let's go ahead and pull out the transmitter and take a closer look there. Right here. Small transmitter, but does the job. It's comfortable, looks nice. So we'll set that right here. Now let's take a closer look here at the drone. Very nice. It says Propel there at the top. Small charcoal colored drone, very nice. Here at the bottom you could see it has a serial number. So very cool, and we'll just set that right here. Now let's open this little box here at the bottom. We'll just pull it open right here, and move the flaps here, and you can see we have a little bag of accessories here that has 8 spare propellers, a screwdriver, and the charge cable, and grips there, additional grips for the transmitter and joysticks. And right here we can see the brochures and manuals and the instructions, so very nice there, and some warnings and things like that, so pretty cool. So we'll just set that right here. And so let's organize all this and take one last look at the contents of the box. Now, taking a final look at the contents of the box, we have the drone itself with its propeller guards already on, 8 spare propellers, which is very good, a screwdriver to change the batteries on the transmitter, a proprietary USB charge cable, the transmitter with its additional hand and joystick grips, and last but not least, the instruction manuals and help brochures. So that's essentially the contents of the box. Now let's take a closer look at the drone. Now, taking a closer look at the drone, this is a real sleek looking micro quadcopter from Propel, as you could see there at the top. And this is the black charcoal colored version. There's also a silver and I believe a red version as well. And it already comes with the propeller guards on, and it's real easy to snap on and off. And this is a brushed motor quadcopter, and the propellers are real easy to just slide in and out. They don't require any screws or anything like that. And right here in the back you could see its on-off switch and its charging port right there, and it simply charges with this included USB proprietary charger, and you just simply slide it in a certain way and you can charge its built-in battery. Unfortunately, the battery is not removable, and I believe it's a single cell 3.7 volt, perhaps 300 milliamp LiPo battery, and it takes about half hour to 45 minutes to charge, and it provides the quadcopter with around a 6-minute flight time. And you could see its on off button right there, and you just simply turn it on and you can see all its lights. And as you could see, it's a pretty well lit quadcopter for orientation and night flying with its bright LEDs. So overall, a very nice little quadcopter, and it has plastic landing legs, so they will get scraped up a bit. They're not foamy or rubbery, but it seems to hold up pretty well even with rough landings. So a very nice looking, small, agile quadcopter. So now let's take a closer look at its transmitter. Now, taking a closer look at the transmitter, this is a small gamepad-like transmitter, and here in the back it takes two AAA batteries, as you can see here, two AAA batteries that are held in place with this lid and screw. And now that we're looking at the back, there are these two rubbery grips here as well, which make it very comfortable to hold. And there's also these additional optional grips that you can attach to the bottom if necessary. You just simply slide them into place. There is a left and a right one as well, and it is optional. You don't have to do it, but if you want, you can just simply slide them into place, and now you have a more comfortable grip. And there's also these optional joystick grips as well. It comes with a metallic plasticky type one, but you can replace it for this rubbery one, and you can simply just unscrew them or just twist them off like so. But we will put the original ones back on, as I prefer those because they are taller and easier to grip. But now, taking a look at the controls, we have the on-off button right here in the center, and as you can see, it has a good display where you can see the different speeds and the training mode. And right here you could see the 3 and 4 channel control. The 3 channels are more like helicopter controls, while the 4 channels are more like drone controls. And here at the upper center we have our directional trims. We also have our left throttle stick followed by our right rudder stick. And here at the top we have our speed button with 3 rates of speed. And if you keep it pressed, we have a training mode that limits the height and speed of the quadcopter. We have our auto takeoff, auto land button, our calibrate button that also acts as an emergency shutoff if kept pressed. And this button is not used. And this one is the flips button, where you'll hear some beeps and move the rudder in the direction you want the quadcopter to flip. Make sure that it's in speed 2 or higher in order to use that function. So overall, a nice transmitter that offers the quadcopter a 200-foot range of control. So now let's take a look at setting up the quadcopter for its first flight. Now, setting the drone up for its first time flight is very straightforward. Once you have the battery fully charged on the drone and fresh batteries inserted into the transmitter, you would first activate the drone by turning it on right here in the back with its on-off switch. You should immediately notice some flashing lights. Then you turn on the transmitter, and then you bind to the quadcopter by moving the left throttle stick up and down. At that point, you should see the lights go solid. So now you're bound. A good recommended first step is to calibrate the gyros by keeping the center button pressed, and you should see the lights flicker like that. Make sure this is done on the ground at a flat surface with the quadcopter not moving. At this point, you can hit the auto takeoff button, or you can move both sticks down into the center to start the motors in idle. And also you can calibrate the drone by moving both sticks down and to the right. So that's an additional option for calibration. So overall, a neat little quadcopter. Unfortunately, the battery is not removable, so that's a con. And the flight time could have possibly been a little better, closer to 10 minutes. But aside from those two cons, this is a very fast and agile quadcopter, and it does surprisingly well in wind. Even though the wind blows it away, it can cut through it at its highest speed. So let's take it up for a flight and see how she performs.